watching a master at work.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back.
I'm so excited. I don't know why I'm so excited today. I don't know why. Is it because it's Friday?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Because I was excited about it.
Oh, today you lit, huh?
Yeah, no, I was just excited because I was like, it was Fridays, the end of the work week.
She just super lit.
I was excited. I was
what
happy.
happened with you?
Nah, I just was happy because it's Friday. I don't got to get up. Well, I got to get up early, but not for work.
Okay.
Yeah, I was happy.
What's going on, ladies?
You know.
Yeah.
There's some good news going on. You already know.
You pregnant?
The lies.
Okay, so it's not that?
No, you already know. My first love came home this week at the 13 years.
First love.
in the bed.
My first love.
And when I say first love, I'm talking about my brother.
Okay.
Welcome home.
Yes, welcome home. So excited. I'm happy for him. Happy for him to reunite with his kids. And it was just a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that video. You had me like tearing up.
I was about to cry.
I was tearing up.
Because you
I
think
was
about
emotional.
the kids. The kids get so excited.
Yeah, I'm thinking about him too. Like that got to be amazing. That feeling to come home after 13 years.
Yes, he was trying to hold it.
I was like,
smiling.
I was teary eyed watching that damn video.
But these kids today, I'm all planning this shit, trying to surprise them, and they ass caught on like right before. I was wasting my fucking time and my money trying to do shit with them.
I think
so he got.
I saw him at I saw her at like Hook and Reel or something with the kids. They were shaking up the crabs in the bags, and they were just doing all this extra stuff. And that's why I did text her. I was like, I wish you heard the fuck.
Yeah, look, that sounds just like it. So I bet you did say that.
Like y'all eating and stuff. I wanted to be surprised.
But it was it was real good. Yeah,
that's good. Though.
They knew he was coming by the time he came because he was late.
Okay.
So he was already there waiting. So they knew because they noticed his house because he had bought a house before he came home.
Okay.
So they noticed the house from the picture. That's where he fucked up at. So as we pulled up, they're like, "This is my father's house." You know. So they walk in the house looking for him, thinking that he hiding from them. So now they know, but he's late. But it's like it's the middle of the night, so it's like I can't hold them anymore. Right. But I touched their heart. All their heart was beating. Excited. It was
I can imagine.
Yeah, so that was my great news.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Right.
What about you, Ella?
I just, today was just a good day. I was very intentional about everything I did. Everything I did basically helped whatever I had to do afterward. It made everything easier. My day flowed very well. I don't know. It was a crazy week, but it was a good end. Good.
What about you?
I ain't got nothing. I'm all y'all make me feel bad. Let me make up something real quick. So yeah, I went skydiving on the other day.
How did you like it? I was thinking about that.
I was scared. I thought my parachute. Okay, I don't have nothing.
It's okay.
No, it's okay. Maybe next week. Go ahead.
I just was talking to my boy T about doing that for his
doing
birthday.
that?
Yeah, his birthday this week.
I don't know. I know that I saw that they opened up
I don't
like
know if I want to die with him, but
I don't want to do that. That's not even on my bucket list at all. Like, there's certain things I would do, and we are adventurous. Like every time we go on vacation together, we always doing stuff like jumping off cliffs and all that crazy stuff. But that is one thing.
Not with it.
Nah, I ain't with that.
I thought about it.
No,
I thought about it.
It's just a thought, I guess, because I thought.
I can't even picture Mariella doing it. She
about
was
that.
praying every time we went up the cliff to do zip line.
but the thing with her is she actually did it though.
I always say no after I'm there, but I always go. Even then, I'm like regretting it. Everything, I'm like, oh, shut up.
And you can't really tell like she's that nervous neither.
Girl, you hear me praying.
You was praying?
She was praying. Yes, every time we went up, she was praying.
You was praying.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Who you was praying with? Was you praying for everybody or just yourself?
I was the next person there. They were good.
I can't. Well, somebody got to pray.
Right, girl. You know it. You know it.
I'm happy.
You
for
know
that.
I make sure we do
somebody,
that.
one of us. I don't know if you're gonna answer my prayers. What?
Yeah, don't take me with you.
What's up, Keena?
So he not answering either one of y'all.
Nah. What's up with you?
No, I be chilling. But so I had a question.
Oh my God.
What? So I just wanted to know.
And it better not be off. Okay, go ahead. I'm waiting.
Fix your eyes. They gonna get stuck like that. I just really wanted to know, has any one of y'all like gotten any type of, I don't know, weird, random DMs and stuff since we've been posting or anything?
Let me think about this.
Because I mean, I've been getting them, but it's been like they've been regular.
Mm-hmm. They've been regular, like trying to talk to you.
No, like, oh hey, oh I like that,
Good
like
job.
support. When are they coming out? That type of stuff, or like when y'all having guests, or can I call in? I got some questions I want to ask y'all, stuff like that. But like anything outside of that,
Let's see. Let's ask around. Ella, have you?
Yes, I did. See, I forgot about that. That's what I said. Crazy week, then it ended normal. So that's why it's with the chaos. I didn't remember. Yeah, but we got a DM.
Oh, we
We
No.
We all agreeing for you to take it for the team.
Yeah. I saw that someone DM'd our page, and I saw the notification. You see, I didn't even open. I was like, who's DMing? And I saw whatever Ella. I'm like, what the fuck? So it made me go to my personal DM and look in the spam folder. I'm like, who is this? Because the person sent me a friend request a few minutes before.
What did she say?
all types of just.
If I'm fucking her man, that up to an hour ago.
That's what she wanted to know.
Yeah, up to an hour ago they were still dating. But I'm like, yo.
all types of disrespectful. She's sloppy, messy, and embarrassing to her damn self, for one.
Let's think.
Now we all know your business.
Let's think about this.
I can't wait till y'all get these episodes. Stop! Don't be coming for her.
So she picked up her phone to message you, ask you if you was fucking her man because up until an hour ago they were together.
Yes.
You had something to do with them breaking up.
No, the problem is I haven't done anything in a while, so I'm trying to figure out like who is she talking about, and why did he break up with you an hour ago?
And why are you? And why was she hitting you up?
Yeah, so I could have been easy and just said, like, basically just said like no, because technically I know that I haven't been doing anything, but I had time.
She had time.
She had time today. But you know what? The crazy thing is, you could have just sent her my way. I would have.
That's why I told you guys, because I know someone would have answered the DM. So I was like, hey, I saw this message in case you guys seen this notification.
If I would have got a hold of, I would have ripped her a new one. Yeah. But what happened when you talked to her?
I questioned who, because she gave me his name. The name didn't ring a bell. So then she gave me his IG name, and then I'm like, oh, okay, like, duh. So I saw basically the only connection was that I just recently has shared his post. You know,
that's it.
Yeah,
that's
it.
all you did.
No. I shared his post and so first I saw the post. I comment on the post because I'm supporting what he's doing. Right, you're doing something dope. So then I shared it on my page, basically. Right, crazy. And then after I shared it, I guess he reshared that I shared his post. So she saw the comment and then saw the story, and then she put two and two together because it was literally it happened within.
You know how many people share posts? All day, every day.
Well, apparently you can't reshare and share again, and then because Crazy Girlfriends is looking to see who is this bitch.
It's not even to like bash the girl, because at that moment, like I was like, I wanted to be funny. Then at that moment, I stopped.
Why? Because you felt bad for her?
Yeah.
You felt bad that she was stooping that low.
Yes.
To be doing this.
Yeah, Mariella is the one who be having the devil and the angel on her show.
I really do. Like, I'm like, I have nieces, I have, and obviously, and I'm like, no, I have a soft side. I don't care. Like, whatever. Now I gave you a chance to come back and see how you're going to approach it, because we're not playing this. So when I told her that, she lowered it down, the tone basically, and then she told me, she gave me the reason, and then that someone else inboxed her, and then they shared their story that they've been messing with the guy. And I'm like, okay, but what that has to do with me? And then basically I ended the conversation that, with letting her know you had your answer before you reached out to me. Basically, not about me, your
but
choice.
About the other person,
like you already had, what
you
knew
he was messing around,
right?
Somebody messaging
so you just wanted one more confirmation and walk
like,
away.
What's one more?
It's not going to make a difference. So that's the only reason why I chose. When she told me that, I basically just was like, why entertain it? Now I'm curious, like, why entertain it? You already had the answers before you reached out to me, so what difference was this going to make? And then I told her, but yeah, just to answer your question, no, I do not, no, nor have I previously. And that's it. She thanked me, and I was like, and I basically ended up with telling her, choose you. That's it.
And then you also ended by saying what?
Yeah.
No. What else? What did you end it with?
I just told her, she just basically started venting. She was like, man, you shit, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, tune into our podcast. And, we have, you can relate at the end of the day. Right? So you can make a situation better by making a teaching moment. I'm no one, basically to tell anybody how to, manage situations. But if I
can... soft one in the group, but okay.
Girl, you are not, and there's nothing soft about you.
Yeah, I don't want to say I was a weak link and shit. They've been coming at me this week talking about I'm the weakest link and shit in the group. Okay.
Who said that?
That thing that was, who was that? Quee? Who posted that shit? Talk about every group chat got a weak link.
Or Facebook or something?
They were saying that was you?
All y'all bitches said it was. You was the first motherfucker.
You was the first one.
What?
You was
every
the
group
first
chat.
one.
Every group chat. Yeah. But that's a chat. No, as a group, we're strong. We're a strong force. Strong.
You can't let that get to you.
But when we're talking about chats, yeah, we expect you to leak the information first, chat-wise. That's it.
Yo. The first one.
Oh, look, I don't know what y'all talking about.
So anyway, feel free to inbox me if we can use this as, a teaching moment.
Oh, that's definitely a teaching moment, and I think we're gonna have to
and
revisit
let us know
that.
if that ever happened to one of y'all before. What y'all did? How y'all handled it?
I don't like to be approached. I just don't.
I know, that's why I said I always get defensive too.
Yeah,
like
I've
been asked that. Yeah, because that's not you.
And I know it's not right.
You get defensive like that.
Because some people need to be like shaken up. Like, girl, like I'm the wrong person for you to be. Direct that somewhere else. Direct that to him and not to me.
You're embarrassing yourself.
But the difference is, I was that girl.
Yeah,
I've been that girl.
Mm-hmm. You've been that girl that's been approaching other girls?
Not in the way that she did, but I did some crazy shit.
Shit, we probably all have.
So it's just like, someone shook me after the fact, like, are you serious? My friends. Yeah. Something like, you don't believe it.
Chill out.
But it was already done, and, sometimes you really don't have, basically what I let her know, like, besides put yourself first, my main thing to her was never let another woman know that she got one up on you.
Yes.
Point blank.
Oh my God.
That
is my main thing.
That's what I sent her, and that's why I wanted to find the message, because I know that's what I wrote to her.
You're gonna get out of
exactly. Once
woman.
you do it and you put that out there, now it's just like, okay, now you feel like you got something on me. I feel like shit. You may still feel like shit, but now you feel like you feel a little shittier than I do. And because, and personally, how my shit played out, it was ridiculous. So at the end of the day, it's not worth it. And that's it. So
it's not.
No, don't do it.
And niggas always making girls seem crazy and shit.
And see, that go right into what we was about to talk about.
Text me, girl.
That pulls us into the continuation of the last episode, and we felt like that topic was so much to just leave where we left it last time. So we want to talk a little bit more about learning to walk away. Okay. And then there was this one quote that I saw. It says, learning how to leave people alone and go on with your life is a needed skill, and you must master it. So going back to our topic last episode and learning to walk away and the breaking points, we want to continue to talk about relationships and, friendships and family members. But some events, and it's so funny because we originally planned to talk about this anyway, but just so happened that the current events are also tied around to what we're talking about. Recently in the past weeks, we saw Keisha Cole. She posted that her divorce with Booby was final. Even though she had just finished a whole relationship and reality show with another dude and just had another baby with another dude, she was actually still married to someone else. The reason why she was still married, I don't know. I don't know. But the baby is around 1, just turned 1.
Yeah.
And now she's not with the child's father, the new baby that she just had. So not only did she end the marriage, she started another relationship, had a baby, and now she's not with neither man. And she made some posts. I think she was tweeting about men and what she liked in a man. And she put a tweet like, I also love a kind man, I've noticed. With some chocolate emojis, a king, whatever. Someone had a nerve to reply and say, but you still don't know how to keep one.
Well, maybe they don't know how to keep her.
And that's what she replied back and said. She said, see, that's where you got me fucked up.
Oh, okay.
She was like, a nigga don't know how to keep me respectfully. And that bothers me. It was that went on. And then recently, Cardi B, went and filed for divorce from
Offset.
Oh, thank you. Whew. I was about to call that man Migos.
Sound like me.
Right. I'm losing it. What's going on?
Future?
I know I'm the oldest one in the group, but damn. Offset. Okay. So she filed for divorce. And of course, you know, a lot of things going around, a lot of people's opinions about, you know, her WAP or her cooking or her cleaning. I'm not gonna lie, I was one of them, but we ain't gonna get into that. Cause I'll be starting a pot, honey. And then, you know, about her not cooking and cleaning, and that's why they're getting a divorce, blah, blah. But back to how us as a black woman, we can't do shit right. We can't do shit without being ridiculed. Okay, they said Keisha can't keep a man. And now with Cardi B, they're getting a divorce. Even though she went down and filed the paperwork.
So she's just not being a strong woman who's not settling.
Right.
Well, I can't just be that.
Right. But always got to be something wrong.
Always got to be something wrong.
If you don't stay, you're not loyal. Why do I got to stay with a toxic person? If I'm not happy, what the fuck am I staying for? Excuse my language. For y'all who are.
And we all know that this man was cheating on her over and over and over and over. And it's like, so what? She got to keep putting up with it because if she decides to walk away, people going to talk shit about her failed marriage, and she's already gone through enough,
right? Without all the extra.
So I just wanted to know.
Are they anyway to have? We don't know what's
Number
going
one,
on.
they're young, and when you're in that industry, you know they fast forward everything.
On top of your own regular stuff, daily life that you would normally be going through without being famous.
Now it's in the limelight in front of everyone, right?
Yes, yes. These are still people at the end of the day, and that's what people be forgetting sometimes.
So it's like star or not a star, famous, have money, whatever. Also, the other girl, Super Scent, the makeup girl.
They was talking about her the other day.
Because she moved on quick, too. She kicked her man to the curb. And now she's with a new dude, posting a new dude. And now it's a problem because she's posting this new dude.
And that's another thing.
She moved on too quickly.
Yeah. So, first of all.
So she was supposed to stay, I guess.
It's all good. Like, that's that double standard. When guys do it, it's all good. It's all right for them. But when we do it, it's a problem. Oh, she a hoe. She fast. She a slut. She probably was fucking that nigga before we broke up. She crazy. She bitter. She miserable. Well, what are these guys? What are they? When they go do all this stuff?
That's their opinion. I personally believe that, at least for me, from my experience, women leave mentally first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then they leave physically. Sometimes so that's why sometimes, you know how men move quick, you see them you physically see them with someone within you know, a short period of time. And just interacting, right? Sometimes women, it takes them a time to actually physically leave the person because, you know, they're still trying to keep that connection, but they're so tied to something.
We worry about an image.
We do. We try to make everything work
Kids
on the back end. And then when you finally
family.
physically go and file for a divorce or you go and start dating somebody, your connection with that person
was
then
already
died.
gone.
It died a long
gone.
time ago. And this person may have been aware, but you just never left that relation physically. And although they knew that there was still, it was like basically an empty relationship, you guys were still connected. Because I've been in an empty relationship that only certain things kept me there. And then when I finally left, that we physically separated, we were living in, you know, in different households, that I started going out, then, you know, I'm like, you've been doing this. But when I started dating months later, it was like, oh, now she's dating somebody. And then I'm a mother. So on top of that, you better
Now
slow
people
your
wanna
roll, girl.
leave
I'm like,
us.
so being young, because I had my son, I was 25, I was like, maybe they're right. I thought that I had to live at a pace of, the pace of other people. And like we spoke before, everybody has a different timeline. But I believe it's that. Sometimes women, we linger around, we stick because we're trying to make whatever work. And then by the time we leave, we're already ready to move on. We're ready to move on.
Had moved on.
Yeah.
Yes.
You were just
I
roommates.
agree.
Yeah.
Basically.
The connection wasn't there anymore.
Yeah, we were basically, because sometimes, like I said before, sometimes you stick around because I knew that I needed you for more than one thing. I needed you physically, I needed you financially, I needed you
For whatever reason.
For whatever reason.
But you tried for whatever reason it was.
And at the
that
end
held
of the
you
day, and even if I didn't need you, that's what I told myself. Because realistically
try to
speaking,
stay-
I
to
didn't
still try to
need
make
you.
something
But
work.
that's what I told myself
Right.
to
To
make
try and
me.
make it work. Yeah.
I have to do it because of
Yes.
this. Because, let me
Yes.
take that back. I ain't need
Yes.
you.
Right. Because I don't care what.
Because life went on
Listen, I got
right away.
I'm stubborn as shit, just like my father. I don't give a damn if I needed a sip of water from you, and that you the only person I could got it from. If I don't listen, if I'm not there, I'm not taking it. I'll be one thirsty ass.
You just be sitting there with an attitude.
I'll be thirsty as hell. Swallowing the shit out of my saliva, because I am not. No, I'm sorry.
And
got it in me.
another thing with the men, I feel like when men hop around from relationship to relationship to relationship, they get pat on the back like, at least you didn't hold anyone hostage. I'm glad you walked away. I'm glad you ain't hold that girl up.
That was real mature of you.
Yeah, that was real mature of you.
Let me put it to you like this, because I've seen, and that's why it kind of bothers me. I've seen men leave for the Hispanic culture, maybe just Dominicans. You live with someone, that's your husband. Hey, tu marido. Like that's your husband, right? So, I've seen men have a whole household, right? And then have, the side chick. And then suddenly they leave this household and they're officially fully in a full-blown relationship.
Oh, that's in black people.
So to see that, and it's like, okay, so they're okay. That he's the man. He made a move. He
The
went
whole
from,
next day, he got a whole thing. He done moved all the way in.
like I've seen that.
He been was in there.
But damn you if you dare try to date months after.
Yes.
They
She been was
get
doing
to
that.
know someone.
She been was
That's what
fucking-
happened to
she
me
been
once.
was fucking with this person.
So yeah, I'm like, no.
I told somebody I had moved on. This was months after I almost called the
Distraught.
police.
He was distraught.
He was fucking punching
was
everything he
distraught.
was walking by down New York City streets. Punching. Oh, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I think I know who.
What is wrong with you? Like, you're really taking it there.
Far.
Mind you, at the time, he's living with
Living.
a whole
Yes.
another
Yes.
girl.
You know what I do? I
And
really
you asking me that I move on.
Is that
How many months
genuine,
was this?
though?
Almost a year later. And because I said yes, you punching gates and you punching mailboxes and shit. Like, what type of shit is going on in your head to you feel like I'm your possession?
Yeah.
Girl, I was just about to. It's
Yeah.
this ownership. We ain't transferred titles yet. It's really be like that. They feel like there's some ownership. I'm like, whoa.
But is that genuine when they do stuff like that? Is that for
Of
real?
course not.
Like they for real, yo? Like you for real right now? You done did it to who? Everybody there. I could name a whole block worth. And you
You're like, you looking me in my eye asking me to come back to you while she's calling your phone, ask you where you at.
Okay, you still it's crazy.
How does that work?
Because I'm
How does that work?
still trying to figure it out. But don't let no female do no shit like that. Don't let a
Do
female
you
do it.
believe? Right.
We
Okay.
need to,
like
we
now,
need
now,
to have
now,
a guy
now,
up here.
Now. Do you believe that if the shoe was on the other foot and you were the one that got caught dealing with someone, they will be that receptive? You know how sometimes, it happens and then we're like, okay, we don't want you, then we'll come back.
Hell no.
But have you,
know they say-
have you
They would
experienced
not.
that?
I
Can
had
you
You know
to
they
They
say when
would
men
not.
cheat, men just doing it physically. When we
There's no
it's
emotions
like
to
emotions
it.
connected. So that's why they don't accept it when we do it. If we cheat, is like we emotionally
like we-
connected to this person. Like we want something with this person. That's why we gave it up, even though they ain't fucking.
I'm about
the
to
case
say
all the
that,
time.
right?
But, you know they.
Because
They quick to say that, like, oh, it's just a physical thing for pleasure with men, but when
like
women
how
do
you know it wasn't physical for her when she cheated
I
on
don't
your
know if I
ass?
just ain't need some.
And I know y'all saw that thing I posted, that Maury Povich clip
No, I ain't see it.
episode.
I ain't see it.
when the guy had his wife up there and he cheated again with
Oh,
her
yeah,
like
she
best
was
friend.
like-
No, I didn't see it.
And he was all right when he was cheating, and he was like, yes, lie detector test. And she was just like, and then she went back there, hugged the best friend. I'm like, you know what? I know this happened again, and I know you sorry again. Like, and I was confused. I was like, she about to smack her on the like sneak, like she about to hook her or something. She
Yeah,
really
that's some
hugged
cheating
her.
too.
And then she told the man, she was like, it's okay. She was like, because I cheated too.
Oh, she pulled the Tasha on Why Did I Get
That
Married?
nigga passed out in his mama arms. Okay? He was so distraught. He was sitting there with the ugly crying. He passed out in his mama's arms. Passed out.
I didn't see that.
Yo.
Yeah, I seen it.
So
about
it
to
was
YouTube
okay when you were
this.
doing it, but when the roles were reversed, you passing out to your
It's
mama.
like, I
Oh,
can't
girl.
believe you.
Yeah, because to them it's like the world has ended. She done gave her body to somebody else. She don't love me no more. They be losing their shit. And if that was genuine, that would be one thing. But y'all be doing the most.
Do you think that sometimes
Sometimes.
people decide not to walk away because other people and just being judged by other people, like other people count in your relationship?
Yeah,
fair
'cause
judgment?
they count your relationships, they count in the time, and because I know a few people who just was like, they don't want another failed relationship, or so
Don't want to have to get to know somebody all over again.
Yeah, well, a lot of us had that. We like, I just don't want to start over. Like, I just don't want to start over. But I know a few people just.
But why
like,
is that?
Right.
If
I've never done
let's
that.
say my goal is marriage, right? Let's say I'm looking for the one that's compatible with me, and down the road I'm dealing with these guys, and I found that they're not what I expect them to be, or we're not compatible. Why am I judged for
Leaving
next?
their ass alone.
No. Because
Right.
like we said last time, you meet the representative in the beginning.
Yeah.
Some people will let you meet the representative way longer. They hold on to this fake ass character or representation of themselves. And if I find out later on, and I don't want to
Never
bring
too late.
the,
It's something that
the physical abuse and everything into that, but let's say you never know what's going on in somebody. Like, and somebody could be the sweetest man and then be a whole devil behind doors.
Yes.
Why am I judged because I had 10 boyfriends in 1 year? Like, I just don't
More
get
my
it.
options.
And I think that's one of the reasons why people hold on. What about
Are you presenting these 10 boyfriends to the public?
I was just about to say that. Like,
Girl, I'm
do
rooting
y'all
for
like
you.
secretly?
I ain't
Do y'all
judging you.
secretly judge people? Okay, forget that. But what if she posts them?
Every one of them. Every
we do
one
be
of
judging
them.
people like, this bitch got another motherfucking boyfriend. We do be talking about people, but see, I don't know. It's because I know, like
Right.
you, I know, like you be like, I ain't them bitches just being nosy. I don't know who my fucking baby daddy is. You good? You might look at
Or
my toes.
anybody. Forget that. I don't really want to know nobody. Like,
But you never know. It'd be like, it's really, people be living two different worlds. People really be living. Social media helped a lot of relationships. It destroyed them, but it helps too with the cheating and shit. Like we be noticing shit from tattoos, watching like,
Honey.
he got the same, that's his Rolex.
You caught
That's
that?
his
You caught
Rolex,
him in
that's
the
the same
background?
Rolex that your other boyfriend got. Like, bitch, we be noticing from drinks, from backgrounds, like,
swear to God.
like, bitch, go to that bitch Amber page. Go to that bitch Amber page. Like, she just put up a,
I swear she has never
listen.
I saw somebody post the other day, I love the homeboy that records everything on live.
You know how they be like, hey,
It's always a
not giving a damn.
big
right?
That's big bro.
Not caring and
That's
shit,
me,
right? He posting the whole shit like, you ain't nobody tell you to be lying.
And it's
like you home.
Because it's always that one weak link that don't know what they're doing.
There you go.
Just
That's your answer.
No, but this time I was being careful, and one of my friends got motherfucking head all in the back.
What about that time, Mo?
That week. Yeah, I was being very careful.
What about that
back of a
time,
Then
Mo?
you had to go watch everybody's fucking videos. Like, what the fuck?
Wait.
And I'm like,
And then you had to put it together. You had to watch
drunk as
everybody.
shit, and I afterwards,
Girl.
yeah, I had to go watch everybody's shit. Like, who the fuck caught his motherfucking head? And it was one of y'all. I'll tell you
See,
later.
it's always that one weak
Always
link.
got one drunk bitch in the fucking back. It wasn't me this time.
You have to start confiscating your phone.
Is she talking about?
Gotta drop it in the box.
She gotta think
I'm
about
talking
it.
about my birthday week. Birthday weekend.
Now everybody's gonna go to Ayana's birthday
Look.
week posts. I hope you deleted them shits.
That was in the story. They probably already screenshot it anyway.
Oh God.
My
Oh,
birthday week.
God.
And then when we came back to the penthouse, you remember we was all drunk and recording, and someone caught the people in the back.
Wow.
Yes.
So fire that person. They're fired.
Yeah.
Who was it though?
No, but I like that shit because, you know, we all get in investigation mode and we be like,
No, I actually just did it to you. Remember? Remember one person I know just started dating somebody, and then I saw him at some whole big booty shit going on over the weekend. It was some big booty extravaganza going on.
Where?
at a strip club.
Wait, why we wasn't there? Why we wasn't there?
I know it was some ratchet ass big booty joint going on, and this shit was lit, and I was like, "Ain't this is her man who she was just in love with?" She posted, "This is my boo," and he is at this big booty extravaganza rubbing asses.
And I was like,
That's what
"Oh,
men
it's a
do.
strip club, though." You said it right? You said strip club?
It wasn't really a strip club.
Oh, it wasn't a strip club. Like bitches
I ain't
was
gonna
just
say what
they
it
were just
is.
shaking ass. Well, females they were just shaking ass, and he was just rubbing and touching. Then that's you doing too much. That's doing too much.
But social media gonna tell you. About
Hold on, but
Yeah.
y'all, if y'all got
oh, because
parties,
social media be like, do you know this person?
if there's parties and stuff that y'all are having, and
Thankfully,
y'all would like
IG
to invite
stopped
us,
sharing.
DM us.
I cannot.
What?
You use that as a plug to try
Shit,
to
we
get.
like to have fun too. Shit.
I cannot because I
Just
said
don't
big
invite.
booty.
Don't invite us to no damn. Nobody's kickback.
I said big booty extravaganza, and she using it as a plug.
Yeah, I
to
thought
get
about
invited. Get your ass
I
out
automatically
here.
thought about parties and stuff. Y'all can send the invites to the
No, but
DM.
I have talked-
all right,
I have
'cause
talked
first
to
of all,
guys.
if y'all DMing us about screwing somebody's man, what? Then y'all could DM us.
Are you feeling
invites.
some type of way?
Yeah, because that shit just entirely. Listen, if I'd have got to tell her something about herself. Because
You
I be
still
having
talking about
time
this-
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
still
should-
talk about this girl, Mariella?
yeah, because I ain't like that shit.
cannot.
Not
Why she so
Mariella.
upset
Don't
about
come
this?
for her. Whoever. What's her name?
She doesn't have a name.
Don't
Shit.
Don't say that girl name. She need help.
Listen,
You had a man. What?
get the right receipts next time.
No, we were just talking about social media, about posting your man on social media.
Yeah, I don't. Is there a rule? You guys have like a rule?
No, we are fucking raw. I'm going to post you.
Oh, now
If you ain't married or something, I'm going to post you.
so it's a criteria. You can't be married and not post you. Even then, I'm still not post to you. I'm not even gonna post you and put no emoji over your face. I'm still ain't posting you.
I had some
Why
other
you
shit I was
crying
about to
though?
say.
Unless
I'm
we
gonna
married.
hold that. I'm gonna keep that one for later.
Unless we married.
I need some water.
But that is a bad thing that we do define people too much about their relationships and how many relationships they have and their status. But you know what I don't like?
And I have something to go back to that topic.
Okay, is
She caught me off.
we have to normalize us not being defined by our relationship status.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm single and hoeing, let me be single and fucking hoeing. Don't judge me.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I'm having 10 boyfriends in 1 year,
That's your business.
that's my business too. How about if I'm single, it's because I'm happy with myself and I want to be single. And I say that to say this because I said before that, you know, how I was judged about not trying or giving my marriage or my failed marriage a chance. And now I was asked, or recently after I had my son, someone had the nerve to say, oh, you know, I like Crystal. She's a beautiful girl and everything. And, you know, his dad seemed cool and everything, whatever. But, is she getting married again? Like, are they getting
Why
married?
do I have to necessarily get married to somebody just because
I don't know if I wanna get
Because I was
married.
with him and I done had a
Exactly.
baby. Like, who said who?
I mean, we are in 2020 now. Things are different. And it's like, how do you not just say, like, you know what I've been through. How do you
Even
know that I
before
even want to
this,
do that
though.
again? Or why do you just assume
That has to be
that
what I...
that's my end all
Right.
goal in
like,
life?
I'm
being
with this
married.
man, I done had this baby, so now I'm about to get married to
And-
him.
or that's what
just
makes
get
me
married, period.
happy.
Like, why,
Yeah,
why
marriage
does
don't
that
make
have to
people
be...
happy at all.
Right.
That is not what make you happy.
And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I don't ever want to be married again, or that's not something that I don't want to do.
And when you feel ready,
but it doesn't define me right now at my stage in my life.
Right.
Look at me and look at me for what I'm doing as a single mom with 2 kids. You know what I mean? Like, or as a black woman, a black successful woman, or a woman in the corporate field, something like that. Don't look at me and define me as someone not being married.
Yes.
And that's what I don't like. And I feel like if I'm eventually going to get there, let's say I do want to be married, let me fucking be there. Let me get there.
When you say you do get to that stage, right? Whenever you're ready and stuff like that, somebody's still gonna have something to say.
Yeah, you rush
That's
it.
they still gonna have something to say.
Always something to say.
Always. People gonna talk regard. Live your goddamn life. Live your life.
And I think that's what the reason.
If you a hoe, be a hoe. Don't be one with nobody out
Just
with,
be a
but be
good
a hoe
hoe.
on your own.
But I think that's the outside influence on people's opinion does
If
affect
you-
you from saying, you know what, I'm going to walk away from this relationship, because people are thinking like, no, I strive for marriage. We're going to make this work so we can be married. That's
I'm not doing
if
that.
it don't work, it
if
don't
I don't
work.
want to be with you,
Move
I don't want to
on.
be with you, and I'm sorry that you feel however you feel. If you feel like you want to be with me and I don't want to be, I apologize, but I can't change how I feel, and I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm not going to string you along.
Or
I'm not going
force
to
it.
mislead you.
I'm not gonna
and
force it.
And I'm definitely not going to force it
Because
because
you
you're going to
can't
feel
make
that.
a man be ready neither. So
And you damn sure can't make me be ready if I don't want to be.
because when men be like,
can.
"Oh, I just married her because she deserved it. She held me down and all that," and that motherfucker be cheating like a motherfucker.
yes, because he
He
already
wasn't
said
ready.
it.
A man gotta be
He just
ready.
ain't want to be with you like that. That's not something. He with you for other reasons, not because this is somebody. He at the end of the day, this is somebody he want to come home to. He happy to wake up to you and all that type of stuff, or she or whatever. Like
But I hate when girls be like, "Oh, I don't care to get married and all this stuff." Like that's a fucking lie. We
It
all
is.
grew up with that fairy tale wanting
Right.
to get married.
right.
But I do hate because I've witnessed it twice recently and like a while ago when a woman just said yes just because. Like she knows she wasn't ready, she wasn't happy. Like some bullshit literally just happened. That's the reason why y'all fell off. But you come back and propose
Yeah.
and you say yeah just
Because, like I said, society has
Society,
this, like,
yes.
this is what we're supposed to do.
And I hate when
Like,
people like,
before
oh,
we
he done
die,
fucked up.
we're supposed to be
No,
married
I hate
and
when
have
people
marriage.
like, oh, he fucked up this time. The only way he gonna get her back is if he proposed.
Like what? How is
And,
that
and
gonna
the
fix
shit,
it?
and they be saying, yeah, like, bitch, you are embarrassing yourself. Like, what? Like, how is he learning?
Yes. How is this fixing
How is he
it?
learning? But I hate that because they be like, the only way he get her back is this time if that ring gotta be big. I'll be like, the fuck.
I don't personally know the
You already
person or I don't know the
embarrassed her and
situation,
destroyed her whole-
but it could also be that the person she's very committed and she's afraid that although she knows she's not ready because of what just happened, this moment may not present itself again. So I have to take the bait. Let me do it now. We'll fix it later. Some people act like that, and I know other
Yeah, but
people
that's what
that
they-
have done it. That
They
have
do it just
accepted.
to hope that things get better later.
Yeah.
You
Or
can't
just to
do
hold,
that.
or just to hold on to somebody, because
Or you know what the favorite line is?
what?
Because we got history together.
Comfortability.
Fuck the history.
Some people be too comfortable. Some people you be comfortable with somebody complacent. That don't make it okay. That don't mean
You
that
can
that's what
meet
you're supposed to
somebody in
be
your
with.
relationship be way better than someone
I'm
who you got
telling
history
you,
with.
and that's true.
It's all about the connection.
It is.
1 month could seem like you've known this person for like all your life, because if that connection is
Because
that
it was
good.
just right. It
Fuck
felt
a
they made
history.
you feel good. You felt all of the things you wanted to feel in a partner. People is great. I don't know. I'm not.
Shit, married people who shit don't be having no connections and they find it with somebody else and shit be their whole best friend.
Because
Let
some
me
people
sip my
stick
tea.
around for convenience, and some people you're just so used to them. You're accustomed. This is who you become. I like as people get older. I recall, my parents. My mom and my dad being funny, like, yeah, that's like my brother. And I laugh because seriously, like after a certain age, obviously they went through their share of shit. But they held it down. But my father told me never put up with what, I never want you to put up with the shit that I put your mother through. And that's,
And that was
some
real.
real
Real
shit.
shit,
And I'm
too.
all like, and she chose to do, hold
chose
by.
to, yeah.
But my mother as well had the same conversation. She told me, you don't do what I did. You don't have to do what I did. And
I
that's
was
why
gonna ask
she
you that.
instilled that in me. Because first I heard it from my mother, and obviously I'm going to question my father. So I heard it definitely from her, and then I'm like, I'll tell my dad. And she was like, yeah, and you don't have to take it. You choose. So he let me know right there, every man in my life, because I'm surrounded by many men, many men. I have brothers, I have nephews all around my age, cousins. So all these men in my life, how I see how they treated women, some were good, some were bad, and why they did what they did. Obviously, everybody's different, but you get a little feedback and you see certain things. So it makes it, I guess what I've seen and what I've heard mold me differently, made me softer in some areas, made me, very vulnerable, because I thought maybe because I didn't see someone do this for my brother, if I do this for this person, it might be a good thing. But you're basically putting your good intentions of what you know that someone else would deserve into someone that doesn't. So, it's a wasted energy. So now, that's why I mentioned the whole being intentional. I'm very intentional. I'm trying to be very intentional about everything I do. Whether it's how I plan out my day.
I love that word.
How I plan out my day, whether it's work, whether it's with Jeremiah in school, everything, because there's so many things happening in 2020. Even how I date. Like I told you, I had to cut somebody off because every time I spoke to you, I felt like we got into these unnecessary arguments over bullshit. I'm like, we're not even at that stage. So I had to walk away from that. Why? Because you're messing the flow of my, of my, everything, my energy. You're interrupting my peace. So when now I am intentional, I choose me, and because of this, I walk away from things easier than I did before. But I haven't, fell for somebody like that. So, it's easier said than done right now, but lucky guy, the next person that gets a hold of this.
What about family and friends? What about that? What about walking away from them? Because toxic is toxic. I don't care who it come from. I done let go of family
with
members.
Friends and all that, like, they come to you for advice, but they don't really want it. Because you got to think about it. Once they come to you, they already kind of made up their mind.
Okay.
So if I'm coming to you actually for advice, that means I'm considering it.
Okay.
So now it's like we got to kind of just agree, like, yeah, well, that's what make you happy. Just do what make you happy.
Right.
But it's like, I'm the big friend. So it's like, especially, I'm always I'll never like somebody's boyfriend. Like 9 out of 10 times. So I'm going to be like, I'm always like,
you'll forgive him, but your
your
friends won't forgive him.
I feel like you deserve better. But now as I'm getting older, it's just like, you just got to let people be, especially when kids come involved and stuff like that. And people have these timelines and all this shit of what they want to accomplish in relationships. It's like, you just got to like sit back and let them be.
Do you ever let
back.
that get in between a friendship that you have with somebody?
Well,
like, this
yeah.
bitch ain't listening to me, and I'm not friends with her no more.
But yeah, it happens because
or do you just let her just
you
be?
see when people go into things blindsided, when they just want something and they go blindsided, so they want it so bad, and they just, when somebody looking for something, and they just, so they don't know, and they just rushing into something, and they coming to and you trying to tell them like, cause you care.
So you choose not to see that person fall, basically, or get hurt. So you
because it's not
friendship.
going to happen now in the first few months. That don't mean it ain't going to happen in the first few years. Regardless, well, we really never know what can happen. People could change and all that shit. But it's just like, you come to me as a friend. I know some stuff. Not saying this person can't have changed, but you came to me for a reason.
Right.
But that's why it's called advice.
Yeah, it's called.
And that's why it also goes back to us saying, like, remember what we said, they're going to make their decision when they want to.
Yes, it's when they're ready.
Or are you that friend that gets so annoyed by it that you be like, fuck that bitch?
No, because then I hate when people get in that mode of like, oh, people just don't want to see me happy, and like.
So, is that so? That's
Like you're bitter or something,
Yeah, it's like,
or
as if it's
jealous
always
and being
negative
miserable.
energy. Like, you already know the type of person I am, and if you already know I don't care for the person, if you already been
Then why
through
would
some
you-
shit,
why even ask
I'm
me?
also that friend with females. Even with my friend have a problem with another female, once you get into some shit with somebody, I'm always that one like, you can't like. They can't come back to me. Like, I don't fuck with them no more. So don't come back to me again. Asking me, I'm not going to agree.
Right.
I'm just not going to agree. Like, one fuck up and you're done with me. Like, I won't never speak to y'all. Y'all ever fallen out, bitch? When we see, I'm not. Y'all back cool, but I'm not speaking to you, bitch.
Nah,
like,
I'm not kicking it.
I'm that one. So I would really like not speak to even your dude. But it comes times when I know this shit like with friends, and that's when like you just gotta fall back when it's with kids involved and all this shit, and they trying to build a family and want something out of it.
So that's her breaking part. When you see that they think that you're just jealous.
Yeah, like
They come to you for the advice or help or as a friend, but then once they start thinking that you're the one acting funny because
yeah, like whatever I'm doing with my relationships, this is what I choose to do. Shit, I can, like, I have been proposed real, like, I have been proposed to be in situations, but that ain't what I want. That ain't what I wanted, that's just it wasn't what I wanted. Whatever I'm doing. So I'm like the one not to really judge somebody. Mm-hmm. I'm just out here living. Like I'm just living. Like
I didn't walk away from a friendship like completely, but I kind of pulled away from it because it was very innocent, very, very innocent.
When people in love, they blind and they be very defensive to everything you fucking say.
It was very innocent. Basically, long story short, I knew my friend was dating someone, I guess you'll call it, right? And I happened to see the gentleman. Me and her happened to see each other a few days later, I mean. And I'm like, hey, I saw your boo. That's it. Where? I'm all like, in ABC. She's like, yeah? And I was like, oh shit.
Like,
exactly.
oh,
but it was so freaking innocent, I promise you. I don't care. I've gotten to the point that I let people do whatever you want to do. Like, unless you're like my sister and I see my sister's husband, I'm gonna knock this nigga out, then we gonna come back, whatever. But, I try to like stay away because of what
Stuff
she's
like
saying,
that, situations
people
like that.
making you the jealous person. And basically it got to a level that it didn't need to get to. And I was with you and I told you this. Because she must have said something. They must have gotten into like a ugly, discussion. And he was, I guess, kind of confused of whatever they happened between them. And I was at fault to the point that I got a very disgusting message in my inbox on Facebook.
From her?
From him.
Because you jumped in the middle.
So basically it was more of a, when I see you, I'm like, whoa.
And then the guys get very disrespectful, and then the friend who's not leaving yet, she's on her man's side. This is
my thing about this, I did not see this message
saying.
until a week later. I could have bumped into this person and anything could happen, right? Thank God nothing, right? But she didn't even tell me that anything went left when all this conversation happened.
He have this hate towards you.
Exactly. So then I'm over here. I didn't do anything besides just open up and be like, hey, I saw your boo. That's it. Because I know that that's your boo, and that's it. It was nothing like, oh, I saw your boo. Like, that's it. And then it became, so when I approached her, because I saw the message, I was like, yo, what the fuck is this in my inbox? I was like, ABC, just send me a message. Like, what happened? She was like, oh, don't pay no mind to it. I was like, no, this is serious. You have somebody inbox me. What the fuck did you tell him? So now she's mad at me. And basically we ended the conversation. Well, never tell me nothing if you feel like, I'm like, whoa. So it went from me not saying nothing.
But the big thing is, you see,
I didn't do nothing.
You're skipping past the fact that she didn't even have your back. Her man is inboxing you and talking
about
shit.
What she said,
and then she didn't even have your back at all. So that's another thing. And that maybe we'll talk about that when we talk about seasonal friends too. So we will stick a pin on that one, because we can go on and on about friends and what they should do, how they should act, and if they're in for just a certain period of time in your life or not. But
hold on, y'all.
Speaking of walking away in relationships, next week, you know what we should talk about? Is it okay to double back and just maybe fuck them once in a while?
Sex is with the exes.
Sex is with ex. Oh, that's a little.
And y'all do not forget to.
Once you walk away, can you go back? Can I just get it one more time? Just one more.
Are we experimenting this weekend?
Follow. Tune in and what?
Zone out, and we'll tell you.